The alien instructor asked why she brought an animal. She replied, "To prove you're not superior at anything." The Galactic Academy's training hall fell silent as Kara walked through the reinforced doors, a medium-sized canine trotting obediently beside her. The creature's golden fur caught the artificial light, and its intelligent eyes scanned the room with casual curiosity. Instructor Vor, a towering Zenthari with crystalline skin that refracted light into prismatic patterns, stopped mid-lecture. His 4 eyes narrowed simultaneously as he observed the human cadet and her companion. The other students, representatives from 17 different species across the galaxy, turned their attention toward the interruption. Cadet Kara, Vor's voice resonated with the natural authority of a species that had conquered interstellar travel 3 millennia before humans discovered fire. "This is a tactical assessment course, not a zoo. Explain why you have brought an animal into my instructional facility." Kara stood at attention, her hand resting lightly on the dog's head. "To prove you're not superior at anything, sir." A ripple of shocked whispers spread through the assembled students. The hiveborn clicked their mandibles in disapproval. The Aquarian delegation's biosuits bubbled with what could only be interpreted as indignation. Even the stoic Lithians seemed to shift their massive stone-like bodies uncomfortably. Vor's crystalline features hardened. "Elaborate, human, quickly. Permission to demonstrate, sir?" Vor gestured with one of his 6 articulated fingers. "Proceed. This should prove educational." Kara pulled a small device from her pocket and activated a holographic interface. "For the past 3 months, you've taught us that the Zenthari possess superior sensory capabilities. Your species can detect electromagnetic fields, perceive 17 different spectrums of light, and process spatial information at speeds that would cause most species' neural systems to collapse. Facts, not flattery, cadet." "Yes, sir." "Rex here," she indicated the dog, "can detect certain types of cancer in humans by smell alone. His ancestors were doing this thousands of years before we even understood what cancer was. Your vaunted electromagnetic sense? Rex can hear a heartbeat from across this room and determine emotional states from scent molecules you couldn't detect with your best equipment." Vor's expression remained impassive, but several of his eyes focused more intently on the canine. "One parlor trick does not disprove millennia of Zenthari superiority." "Then let's continue." Kara's voice grew stronger. "You've told us the hiveborn possess perfect coordination and tactical awareness through their neural network. Unprecedented teamwork, you said." The insectoid students chittered defensively, but Kara pressed on. "Rex is one of billions of domesticated animals on Earth. His species gave up independence, self-sufficiency, and even evolutionary autonomy. Why? Because his ancestors recognized that cooperation with humans, creatures who couldn't outrun, outfight, or outsense the predators of our world, was the superior survival strategy. That's not just teamwork, Instructor. That's cross-species alliance that's lasted 15,000 years." She walked to the center of the room, Rex following with disciplined precision. "You've taught us that the Lithians are the greatest survivors, able to enter stasis and endure any environmental catastrophe. The Aquarians can adapt to any liquid medium. The Voidborn can survive in hard vacuum." Kara knelt beside Rex, her hand running through his fur. "This animal's ancestors survived the Ice Age, the rise and fall of civilizations, pandemics, wars, and planetary climate shifts. Not by being the strongest or having the best natural armor. They survived by choosing us, by recognizing that humans, weak, slow, fragile humans, had something worth betting their entire species' future on." Vor descended from his elevated platform, his massive form moving with surprising grace. He stopped 3 meters from Kara, studying both human and canine with all 4 eyes. "And what quality would that be, cadet?" "What did this creature see in your species?" "Potential," Kara said softly. Rex's ancestors looked at creatures who couldn't survive a winter without preparation, who needed tools to hunt, who were born helpless and required years to mature. They saw all our weaknesses, and they still chose us, because they recognized something every species in this academy seems to miss. She stood, meeting Vor's gaze directly. "Humans don't survive because we're superior at any one thing. We survive because we're adequate at everything and exceptional at adaptation. We turned our weaknesses into strengths. Our fragility made us cautious. Our lack of natural weapons made us inventive. Our short lifespans made us ambitious. And our social nature made us form bonds across species barriers. Kara gestured to Rex, who immediately sat. This dog obeys me not because I dominate him, but because his ancestors and mine formed a partnership. We hunted together. We guarded each other while we slept. We shared resources when resources were scarce. Every species here achieved greatness alone. Humans achieved it by making allies out of everything, even other species on our own planet. The training hall remained silent, for his crystalline features seemed to soften slightly, the light refracting through his skin shifting to warmer tones. You lecture us about Zenthari superiority, Kara continued, her voice steady. But when humanity received the invitation to join the galactic community, we didn't come alone. We brought our allies, our dogs, our horses, our cats, our agriculture, our symbiotic bacteria. We brought an entire ecosystem that chose to evolve alongside us. Can any other species here claim that? Vor was silent for a long moment. When he finally spoke, his voice had lost some of its authoritative edge. The assessment today was meant to test tactical thinking and resource utilization. I believe, Cadet Kara, that you have demonstrated both. He turned to address the full assembly of students. Let this be your lesson today. Superiority is not measured in individual capabilities alone, but in how those capabilities are applied. The Zenthari may have superior senses, but we never thought to form cross-species partnerships. We saw other life as inferior or irrelevant. Humanity saw potential allies. Vor looked back at Kara and Rex. Dismissed, Cadet, and bring your companion to future sessions. I believe we all have much to learn from humanity's approach to cooperation. As Kara walked toward the exit, Rex trotting proudly beside her, she heard the whispers beginning among the other students. Not mockery this time, but curiosity. Questions about Earth's other species. Inquiries about humanity's partnerships, she smiled. Sometimes proving you weren't inferior meant showing that superiority itself was the wrong measure. Humanity's strength had never been in standing above others, but in standing alongside them, even if them happened to have 4 legs and a wagging tail.